Hi folks. Yeah, so from the last one, as I say, it's quite often that certainly when I can see God is doing something, one video leads to the next one, etc, etc, etc. So in this one, yeah, God letting us think that we can control things so he can show us that we really can't. Yeah, that's part of it, I think, of what's going on. But the next part of it that I think is what's going on is that God is doing a number of things. He's basically saying to the devil, go on in, do your best with the church. And yeah, I've got to say what the devil's done has been quite impressive. Yeah, I have to say he's done a pretty good job of turning a church into a church that would be completely ineffective. Yep, he's done a pretty good job of that. Yeah. So basically, church was faced with temptation. Certainly the leadership, deciding that we're going to do things in a certain way, and when they had that arrogance of thinking that they could figure it out, the devil stepped in and provided a way according to his way. Because that's the point, it starts with arrogance. So basically, God's letting the world see this. Because soon enough, God is going to show the world, the church, that is led by him completely. And that does not give in to the devil at all. And basically, same thing for the devil. Letting the devil think he's in control, and then bang, the church is suddenly completely healed, completely strong, completely in God's will and way. Yeah. Well, say all it's going to take is for the church to realise that we can't do it, that we need God to do it, that we have no strength at all. When we come into that understanding, then we come into an understanding of where our strength lies. Why? Because one of the first things that God taught me, one of the very, very first things that God taught me, is that being a Christian is like being in a chess match. But you're in a chess match with the devil. And he's been playing this game for 10,000 or more years. And he's been defeating people left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And against him, you have no chance. But Father is the creator of the game, the creator of the rules. He knows the game far, far better than the devil. And if we let him play for us, if we let him lead us and guide us into what moves we should make, we will be victorious. If we do not, we will be defeated. And the spiritual, that's exactly what the spiritual is. And it is as simple as that. When we think that we are enough, or that we have enough, that we're good enough or whatever, then we get defeated. Churches get taken down by what? By leaders. Always by leaders. Churches always get ruined by leaders. It's always the leaders bringing them in a direction. Thinking that they know best, thinking that they can do it. Thinking that they have the answers. The problem is that this whole idea that one system fits all, that one way of church fits all, is highly demonic. because it treats it as if every area, every church is exactly the same, as in the people, the area. Whereas God understands that that's a nonsensical idea. To believe that that's the case, yeah, it's quite moronic. But it's not moronic, it's demonic. Because the people in charge of the system think that they're actually doing God's work doing this. No. Okay. Do they really believe they're doing God's work doing this? I honestly don't know. But they try to give the impression they're doing God's work doing this. Whether they really believe they're doing God's work, I don't know. Because my understanding is, how can they? How can they? But I understand that, yeah, we can make terrible decisions in life. And we can think that we're doing the right thing, and we're not. Yeah. So, as I say, it's very much a case that people need to come to that understanding, that realisation that if you think there's anything at all, whether about your life or about your church, that you can control, you're being very, very foolish. And that's the point with me. I realised a long time ago that, yeah, I need to do things His way, because my way does not work. Well, I've shared on videos, I need to do things His way with regards to a wife. If I'm going to get married, it needs to be Him choosing. And it needs to be done His way, because if my way worked so well, I would be married. I wouldn't be single or divorced. Yeah, which I am. So my way didn't work in any way, shape or form. Yeah. And the sooner you come to understanding, the better your life is going to be in the future, because you've now got the beginning of wisdom. The beginning of wisdom is to realise that where the Bible talks about your old man has to die, that means utterly, totally, completely. Every single thing about that person has to die. Well, okay. Let's be kind. Maybe not personality. Certainly there are some elements of personality that don't have to die. Some elements of our personality are good. But the majority, no. But let God deal with all that. Let God be the one to save what needs to be saved. Yeah. Control has to be in His hands, not ours. Yeah, we all had control when we were not of God anyway. And look at what we did with it. Was it impressive? In most cases, no. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.